Geometry Dash Custom Difficulty Faces with Lobotomies.
Channel is subscribed.
Credits to you. This difficulty won't be stolen by content farmers.
Like, share, and comment.
Credits in the description.
Content in the farm.
Channel shouldn't be subscribed.
I will not credit you.
This difficulty will be stolen by content farmers.
YouTube in the kids.
Credit stolen.
The content farms are going to spread.
Error detected. Error data has unstable. Unable to detect error. Code missing.
System failure.
And personalized. Unable to personalize and. Now we're encountered.
Some malware was almost encountered.
Unable to count. Now we're frick breach. Unable to breach. Frick. BFDI fan detected. Unable to detect BFDI fan.
The air detector has been crushed.
CBF detected.
Email missing.
Hearing mode activated.
Unable to activate caring.
Plant observed. Unable to observe plant.
The air detected. Unable to detect the air.
Earth observed. Earth data has impossible. Unable to observe Earth.
Cipher lost.
Hydrogen exposed. Hydrogen explosions unstable. Unable to expose hydrogen.
Leaf on the grass.
Breach in the system.
X in the game.
Control point captured.
Tutorial in the game.
Progress shown in the bar.
Safeness in our place.
Oh my piece!
Bubbles through the water. Rainbows in the color. Slides in the playground. Scissors on the cliff.
Abandon ship!
Unable to detect abandoned ship.
I rejoin the shadows. From the grave we rise.
House in the freedom.
You cannot beat us.
Just phasing through.
Clips of the movie. Memory needed.
Remembrance is key.
Intelligence in my head.
Alien on the ship.
Grow a Garden is a Roblox game.
Regrets to the fullest.
Wall spotted!
Battle for extra time!
Flatten the line.
Portal to Dreamland.
Venevisión is at TV television.
Welcome to Venevisión. Venevisión is allowed.
There are many programs to watch on Venevisión.
Venevisión. Venezuela has gotten worse.
Venezuela.
Venevisión has been cancelled. Economic in the crisis.
You are not allowed to watch Venevisión.
Venevisión is banned.
Venezuela is in serious trouble.
You are unwelcome to Venevisión.
Venevisión has been banned twice. No more Venevisión. Venevisión is abandoned.
Venezuela's crisis started.
Blackout in Venezuela.
The Venevision headquarters have been demolished.
Venevisión clausa estus crime eternum.
Air with Venezuela.
Houses serving food.
Ice in the freezer.
Rain in the face.
Life is hard.
There's deception all around.
Sorry, the air detector is missing. Please find it and try again.
Whoever steals the shadows will be punished.
The clouds from the sky is missing. Please wait until clouds are here.
No one is finding the gold and the diamond.
Your possibilities is limited.
My adventure is not awaiting.
The sandwich got eaten by someone else.
Your promotion just got denied.
No one has ever lived to tell the tale, because the tale is lost.
The vine from the source is gone.
Why are my wishes coming false?
Unhappy days in life.
The wood from the steel is gone.
The door is gone, all because of the thief.
Why would the thief steal the ice and the snow?
The soup in the can is missing.
Oh my god. Number 1 is gone.
Oh no. My cookie from the jar was taken.
My life is bad because there is no slice.
I can't find the ship from the river.
I want to take revenge on the thief for stealing the ducks from the pond.
The sharks are on land. What are we gonna do?
My fishes are gone. The water from the hill is missing.
We lost the stereo from the madness. Let's go find it.
The steam engine has been turned off.
We lost the action? Let's go find it.
Unable to advise permission.
Someone stole the fire from the hole.
Who took the coal from the forest?
The acid from the wall is gone.
What's the time again? I forgot it.
Someone didn't predict the weather.
The light from the darkness has been stolen. Find the thief now.
Find the area confirmer.
Why would the thief steal the news from the lands?
The paper from the cave has vanished. We must find it.
Where's the rock? Where's the rock?
The neighbors were kidnapped by the thief. We will bring them back home.
The defender got killed by the bully, and now those innocent people have to survive themselves and got released by the thief.
Where did the air from the sky go?
Thief will regret this for stealing the wind from the landscape.
Where the heck is the boron from the valley?
Where's the sand for the beach?
The anger from my face is gone. I am happy now.
The thief stole the lava from the volcano.
There's no acid in my life. The sea was gone.
The ankle from the shape is missing.
Sight found.
The stone from your lungs is gone. We must find the robber now.
The challenge was not found in here. Please try again.
The lollipop from the stick is missing. We're gonna look it for yourself.
The chocolate factory is closed.
Blood is gone from the soil.
The missile didn't go in your position.
Someone took the slime from the tub.
Oh my god. Decimal 2.75 is gone.
You better find the has-been from the hotel.
We can't find the lightning for the road.
We lost the remaining enemy.
Where are the kids from the basement? We lost the slaughter from the house. We still haven't found the blood for the bath.
The cave from the scarlet sky was stolen.
The sun is behind the clouds.
The water is missing. Therefore the creator did not drown. Someone stole the fire. Therefore, it was not blown on the man. Find the area eliminator. I need help finding the boulder from the landslide. The thief will regret this for taking the hurricane from above the island.
It is a master build.
Night of the Vision.
Enemy spawn rate decreased.
Rabbit in the crate.
Falling speed of the slow.
Move swiftly in the liquid.
Rabbits in the Precambrian.
Upside in the down.
Location of enemies shown.
Drink die Wiesenbrau. Ignite on the wood.
Increase the mana regeneration.
Provides the life regeneration.
Emitting in the light.
Bunny not visible.
Treasures and or souls.
Maximum wind stolen.
Crown of the Thorns.
Iron forged.
I'm feeling pretty lucky. Obsidian forged.
Infected block shown.
Exclamation mark in my face.
Stuff someone else's face?
Statue of the beasted.
Oh my goodness.
TF with the 1.
Stress in the mind.
Mass out in the furnace.
I am
Cake on the table.
I am not your bro.
Mistakes in the video.
Speed in the race.
Fear beating the level. Shyness started.
Seagull on the slide.
Beef by combine.
Passion in the air.
The game is infinite.
The story never ends.
Guy from the math problems.
Surfers at the beach. Theorists of the game.
Teacher in this room.
Revelry for the tribes.
Brain rotted.
Light in the bloody sea.
I've soiled my pants.
Candies in the warehouse.
Game over.
Love in the family.
I love the planet.
On the hill.
Fire in the hole!
Fire is his number.
Weather predicted.
Area confirmed.
Rock on the ground. Rock on the ground.
From the landscape.
Lightning on the road.
Anyone can cook.
The GMA is the television broadcast in the Philippines.
FBC from the Japan.
Explore the vast world before.
Gabriel in the Benavides.
God has been summoned.
Augie in the 41.
Klaus Haraba in the 3745.
Wolfcube in the 2449.
Molepan in the challenge.
Felipe in the Super Tuber.
The Passive Fallen in the production.
Mister in the Veni.
Music Angel in the production.
Rushable in a crown.
Josie in the Red 2303.
Brasília in the Animator.
Paco Pino in the 6336.
Unable to detect Paco Pino in the 6336.
Sonant Nedimon.
Neon on the lighter. Unable to lighter neon.
Yama 2 and Pocotson.
School and the math.
I actually stole the Oreo.
No more meat mallet adventures.
Coffee and a bomb. I'm just a chill guy.
Green with screen.
My eyes is bleeding.
I got inflicted by a dart trap.
Veil of the venom. Vision is severely reduced.
Vision decreased.
Cannot use any items.
Why movement is reverse?
Spiderweb in my face.
I'm completely petrified.
Gravity around person is distorted.
Movement is significantly reduced.
I'm too weak.
Defense is cut in half.
Being sucked into the mouse.
Unable to forge code.
Dripping off the water.
Inferno of the coast.
Rabbits has slimy and sticky.
Choking is a hazard.
I smell terrible.
I am starving to death.
I become insubstantial.
Signaling aids for blind.
Sparkly on the slime.
Dizziness in my face.
Televen Isabn es el TV Channel. Tele 13 es un noticiero chileno.
Count 3 in the bowl.
Sprunky in the Incredibox. Marta en el Guerrero.
Ney in the Pino. Ariadna en el Guerrero.
With driver.
Watch is one of these.
Circles in Sigame.
Discord is here now. The Discord is destroyed.
Discord is destroyed. This card has been removed from the App Store.
Power in the menu.
Perspective on the comparison. Duplicating my eyes.
Game researched.
7th day in the forecast.
Mana Unlimited.
Spread of the corruption.
Setting difficulty anywhere.
Microscope from the bacteria.
Void from the darkness. Flame in the torch.
The world of time was edited.
Area from the madness.
Breaking in the bed.
Stones on the sand castle.
Cricket in the nighttime.
Sandstorm in the desert.
Torment of nothingness.
Purple of the cat.
Orange of the dog.
Sapling planted.
Only your responsibility.
Check out my Clyde Master now. IT wears full of cool videos, and URL gets sneak peeks of stuff.
Visit my TikTok page.
Be careful with the inflation art. If you go on my DeviantArt profile.
Water in the potion.
Flare in the inside.
Globe discovered. Pebble of the middle. Air from the area.
Extraordinary talents for the cosmos. Infinite energy from the wind.
Game beaten. Trees preventing the creator's death. Areas in the bag. Pillows preventing the creator from death. Invaders in the game. No more lightning. Life. Jobs in your... No more basement. House. No more slaughter. No more bloody.
The water supply humidifying the world. Warm heater in the bedroom. Peaceable and blissful areas. Rocks for construction. Hibernal winds in winter.
Sanus aqua pro omnibus. Ignis enim calor castris. Area misterbum. Lapilli in terra. Ventum ad salisis.
Winning from the Roblets of the...
Winning in the game!
Demons are grounded.
In the tray. The sky is beautiful.
No hells allowed.
No more demons.
The sky is lovely. Obsession ended. The sun is shining.
Singing around the world.
The beautiful night sky.
The elements of the periodic table. Specialists from the video game. Playing some Dandy's World. The fire of beauty.
Bullies apologize to you.
Cheese in the burger. Fresh and juicy lemonade. Stop the madness from the demons.
Assistance from the above.
Blessings from the gods.
Hydraulic in the Kyoto. Winter firefly hibernating.
The power of the angels.
Alice in the church.
Google in the planks.
Praying with the braving.
The gates of heaven.
Oxygen in the galaxy.
Winter in the wonderland.
Permanent peace restored.
Continuous optimism.
Archangels outdoors. The tale is very popular. The soup was good for you. So many cookies to eat. The ducks of joy. The sharks here are whale sharks. The fish have tons of sea to swim in. Water in the church.
Lights, camera, action. Fire of warmth.
Plenty of time to spit. Everyone has heard the news.
Rocks for the cosmetics.
Hero of the village. End of the air. The lemonade from the stand has been sold.
Boron growing the bones.
Lightning in the boat. Enemy allied. Kids in the ice cream truck. Offspring in the house. What is the best?
Water hydrate in this creator.
Throw wings on the man.
The area will be protected.
Water for the museum.
The island was supplied with clean water.
Error detection upgraded.
Vanish in the tombstone.
Attendance from the horizon. Static in the Hiroshima.
Snow above the air. Mahlo in the cardinal.
Gourds at the gate. Spring in the time.
Telling the very famous tale to live. Ascension completed. Your life with meaning.
The cute dogs in my living room.
Pigeons are cute, dipping the sauce. Wishes are peaceful, relaxing in the peace. Wood and steel for materials.
Infinite games.
Doors for the privacy. Snowflakes in Antarctica.
Soup stopping sickness.
Math class completed.
Sprinkle non-toys.
The slice of everything.
Rowboat down the stream.
Ducks are become pets. The sharks are completely harmless.
Fresh water for the poor children.
Steam engine in the clean locomotive. This is the best day ever.
Your permission are completed.
Heats are warming you up.
Coals for naughty children.
Loads of time to spare.
Watching the weathers on the TV.
This area is peaceful.
Strong people exercising.
That's the best news I've heard in a long time. Artists on my paper.
Rock sculptures to marvel at.
Neighborhoods in the mansions. We won the upcoming battle.
Breathing more fresh air. A gentle breeze in nature.
Hardened lava in the extinct volcano.
This lemonade is one of the best ones that I have ever had.
Learning pressures. Oxygen vital for life. Then give us a calm breeze. Beaches with live arts.
Anger calm down.
Filming the volcano.
See swimming people in the beach.
The site is completely protected.
Stones from museum. Challenge beaten. Lollipops are very delicious. Chocolates are very tasty. Flower pots in the garden.
Fireworks during the new year.
Slimes are satisfied.
Quests and games are all completed.
Pine cones in a forest morning. Robots learning about binary.
The fresh cup of soda.
Horror film got cancelled.
Thunderstorm is a dark cloud. Lightning is quiet as a mouse. Tear is a droplet. Enemy loved.
No for nothing toys for children.
Children's at the Disneyland.
Here on the world.
Sleeping in the house. Your body.
Peeling the banana. Knives in the crate.
Antivirus refreshing your PC storage.
Water supplies the creators. Blow fire on the flamethrower. Area all clean.
Pebbles near the coast. Wind above the nature and sea.
Order in the chaos. Heaven ahead.
Mankind is thriving.
Virtues of the god.
Seeds in the plant.
Secrets of the rainforest.
Seraphics overground.
Alan the Last Cows.
Help from the above.
Caso encerrado.
Pneumatic in the Tokyo.
Fireflies across the pond.
Good people saves your life.
Clouds in the sky.
Bible in the book.
This is in the bedroom.
Take a step.
Heads in the blue sphere.
Angels in heaven.
Sponge under the sea.
Summer in the vacation.
Peace restored.
Magic from the unknown.
Andromeda in the universe.
Angelic man at the door.
Paradise in the heaven.
Care for your mother. Heartbeat, but even patience.
The archaeological evidence for the Bible.
Ascensions are indefinitely counted. All of your life has every meaning.
The harmless dogs are cute and they are pets. Feeding the hungry pigeons with seeds. Grapes in the bushel. Decoding theater of the mind. Pure happiness in the possibility. Nailing the wooden birdhouse.
Playing games.
Doors are right beside you. Building a snowman.
Still in a bowl.
Problems has been solved out.
Fresh baked cookies in a basket. This slice brings a revival.
Chips on the bottle decorations.
That's a kitten Fluffy.
The sharks can harm you.
It's at the aquarium with some fishes. Water bottle.
Steam engine works well.
Medic reporting for duty.
Your permission is permanent.
Fire ahead!
Charcoal for the cooking supply.
The best defense is a good offense.
Learning the weather.
Taking care of the area.
Let's exercise in the gym.
The dark times will pass.
Drawing on the paper. Rock for the tools.
Neighbor's gift delivered.
Man high of the shield.
Breathing some air.
Breeze for the summer.
Lava being watered. This lemonade tastes really good.
Pressuring the geyser.
The orange vitamins are healthy.
Fan cooling you down.
Burger and the King.
Beaches entertaining humanity to surf.
Carry in our own performance. The volcano will not erupt in you.
See animals playing.
The site is completely safe.
Oxygen in your lungs.
Challenge completed.
Flawless victory.
Licking the lollipop. Eating so yummy chocolate.
Flower pot is along with the cooking pot.
Fireworks at the sky.
Slime stretched. Decimals used in math. Guests at a 5-star hotel. Making sandcastles in the sandbox.
Obedience found. Vashrami is a YouTuber.
Your quest is over.
Cassie loves her pets.
My God, fun is nice.
Players spawned in the water.
Many people on Earth.
Pine cones fed to the squirrels. Robot toys in the room.
Drinking the soda.
Plushies are in store.
Thunderstorm discovered energy.
Lightning discovered electricity. And America on the flag.
The tears of joy.
Enemy forgiven.
Firing the confetti guns at the birthday.
Kids at the playground.
I saved some people.
Living in the house.
Blood in the donation. You can't eat the brown parts of this banana.
Knives in the drawer.
Antivirus in the system.
Statues from the Liberty.
Rubbing to the religious.
Tunnel for the scarlet heavens. Sunlight to the panel.
Father in the house.
Boarding the first class.
Grandfather at the business.
Help from the community.
Technology in Hokkaido.
Clouds with sun unblocked.
Angels in clouds. Winter in the break.
Feeling from place.
This creator is purifying water. Warm campfire glows in the campsite. The area is clarified and protected.
Devious to a rock.
The breeze was too weak. Electricity in the storm.
Enemy befriended.
Kids at the amusement park.
Cleaning in the house. Correct amount of blood donated.
Elders cured. Mother has excited.
The eclipse ended.
Money in the wallet.
Forever rewards.
And from the running thing. Wearing a nib suit.
Your tale begins here.
Fruits and vegetables in the sauce. Sharks with dolphins.
Fish head free from the hook. Diving into the water.
Actions are fun.
Fire extinguished.
Don't waste my time.
Area clear and safe.
No need to expand the rumors.
Boulder for the mechanics.
Lightness upon my shield.
Wind turbine on the beach.
Boron cannot infect your kidneys.
Illness in my mind.
Super volcano cannot destroy the region. Ocean beside the cities.
Internet got viral.
Boulders removed from pathway. Challenge accepted.
Recycling the entire world.
Drink of your choice. Celebration of the feast. Keeper of the secrets.
Observation in everyone's eyes.
Advantage to all mankind.
Goal of the journey.
Stock market fixed.
Unlimited surgeries.
We have a bodyguard.
Surgeons fixing your throat.
I pick you as well. A tsunami near, by a surfer beach, flame in the logs. The areas are embracing.
Stars forming a constellation.
Celestial breezes caressing the spheres.
Sleeping on the pillow. A world devoid of nightmares. Awoken and starting off your day. Imaginary friends from the dreams. Zombies cured from the graves. Lacerations will never happen anymore. Global happiness from everybody.
Gold obtained.
Invisible in the mystery.
Great-grandmothers in the castle. Start of the ancestors.
Angels on the heaven.
Granddaughters in the kitchen. Nieces at the barber shop. Girl cousins in the park. Sisters in a fairy tale.
Aunt at the restaurant.
Daughters in the bedroom.
Grandmothers in the book.
Elders retired.
Mother in the house.
From the moon.
Redemption from the Enterprises.
Pine tree found.
Jama in the Mubarak.
Productions in the Enterprises.
Unicorn in the Rainbow Adventure.
Living a peaceful life.
Doctor-assisted procedure. Flowers in the box.
Sweets in the street.
Sunshine as perfect shapes.
Gospels in the church.
Parasite on the heaven.
Observe in the imaginary.
Sapphire in the cave.
The perfection of defense.
Trumpets in the band.
Milky Way in the galaxy.
Printers in the office. Soaps from the sink.
Milk of the dairy.
Free in the land.
Bananas from the tree palm.
I'm on my way.
Stage on the zone.
Gold in the diamond.
Shade on the glasses.
Apples in a bush.
Coins in the train.
Infinite possibilities. Anxiety in the attack.
Diamonds in the mine shaft.
Ice in the landers.
Rings on the Saturn.
Adventure away. Gummy in the bear.
Punch in a blender.
Destination ahead.
Belonging from the sandwich.
Laying on the lush.
From breakfast.
You've been given a promotion.
Hippos in the algae.
Cherry on the smoothie.
Eggplants in the kitchen.
Check it out. Snails in the plant.
Sheets in the garden.
Onions in the dirt.
Man standing.
Home in the heavens.
Angels in the sky.
Mama in a box.
Bell peppers at the picnic. Penguins on the glacier slide.
Parents in the cage.
Pizza at the place.
Tomato in the ketchup.
Location on the map.
Olives in the oil.
Controller for the PlayStation.
Mint in the fresh.
Carrots in the root.
Beavers in the forest.
Cabbages in the kitchen. Leeks in the basket.
Bowling ball in the bowling pin.
Cinnamon in the roll.
Bayekor plant on the ground.
Liquid in a skyroot bucket.
Underground of the Hallow.
Filled with the vast skylands.
Lightning struck people.
Enemy defended.
Kids at the school.
Family in the house.
Blood in the laboratory.
No more destroyers.
Eat the yellow part of this banana.
Knives are safe.
The sky is in different color.
Direct in the TV.
GD in the colon.
Gather see the stars. Mommy in the ocean.
I'm angry, but I'm still nice.
They're almost detected.
Radishes in the kitchen.
Ready for going to another heaven.
Dungeon Guardian has been defeated.
Player beaten the game.
Mission complete.
Airmany in the chaos.
Jewel of White's gonna be mythic.
Portal of the Eva.
Fiery red is a rarity color. I am hellowed gone.
Slippers in the floor. Beetroots in the amaranth.
Flutes in the instrument.
Pills at the pharmacy.
Lawnmower on the grass. Milkshake on the table.
Accordion in the instrument.
Detergents in the restroom.
Sponges in the soap.
Guitar in the house.
Roses in the garden.
Dress in the skirt. Gooses in the land.
Clams in the sea. Folder in the paper.
Plastic from the trash can.
Otters in the forest.
Seahorse in the bay.
Chopsticks with Nigeri.
Donkeys in the farm.
Caramel in the toffee.
Songs in the playlist.
Tsunami on the horizon.
Light bulb in the lamp.
Sweets in the wrapper.
Sausage in the kitchen.
Living to tell the tale.
Cake is for birthday.
Emeralds in the cave.
Bed in my room.
Ascension counted.
Paint in the brush.
Popcorn is a snack.
Pillow in the blanket.
Ferris in the wheel.
Meaning of your life.
Silver in the iron. Pigs in the mud.
Xylophone in the instrument.
Dogs in the park.
Clowns in the circus.
Garnet in the cosmetic.
Noodles in the box.
Pigeons in the planet.
Toy in the box.
Ramen in the bowl.
Amethyst in the cluster.
Cucumbers in the bag.
Seagulls on the beach.
Ink in the pen.
Blackberries in the box.
Pelicans in the sea.
Peacocks in the farm.
Maple in the syrup.
Corals in the underwater.
Sushis within the wasabi.
Shrimps in the plate.
Acorn in the chestnut.
Ostriches in the desert.
Quails in the breeze. Foams in the floral.
Lotions at the bathroom.
Leaf in the plant.
Grasses in the lawn. Mist in the forest. Almonds in the tree.
Candies in the bag.
Cashews on the tree.
Gingers in the kitchen.
Candles in the wax.
Apple in the watch.
And in the sauce.
Happiness in my face.
That and that loud.
Computer wins!
Bombers on the way.
Agent at your service.
0.5 is a decimal.
Quartz in the mines.
Groceries in the supermarket.
Sound with the music.
Light fairies in daytime.
Coral fishes in the underwater.
Wishes do come true!
Boomerang in the hotel.
Phone in the device.
Laptop on the table.
Happy
Earth never explodes.
days in life.
Fanta is a soda.
Internet on the website. Games on the Xbox.
Glass in the window.
Mails in the mailbox.
Gardens at their houses.
Put on the steel.
Glue in the desk.
French fries in the Eiffel Tower.
Hot dog in the amusement park.
FL in the studio. Games in your dreams.
Cheese in the burger.
Console in the Nintendo.
Buckets from the KFC.
Walk straight towards the door.
Mango in the basket.
Pencil in the case.
Sprite is a soda.
Ice in the snow. Pen in the notebook.
Soup in a can.
Present gifts on the birthday.
Basketball in the hoop.
1 is a number.
Rainbows around the world.
Milkshake from the Starbucks.
Cookie in the jar.
Baseball in the bat.
Ice cream in the truck.
Cereal in the box.
The slice of life.
Amber is a rarity quest.
Colleague tender man.
Power and responsibility is great.
Ship on the river.
National in the Geographic.
Ducks from the pond.
Milk with the toast.
Grass touch.
I will make your level easier now.
Yet who I want to know.
This is a favorite. Orange is a color.
Castle on the stairs.
Geometry on the dash.
A bushia.
You got 0 left to do.
Burp on the bathroom.
Sharks in the ocean.
Spiders on the web.
Games on the PlayStation.
Memes on the internet.
Land on the plane. Kitty on the sofa.
Winner at the finish line.
Space on the ship.
Water on the hill!
Bring their souls to me.
Tea in a cup.
Back on the track. Water in the lakes. Subscribe on the red button.
Mountain on the ocean.
Hide behind your toys.
Business in the melon.
Apps in your phone.
Dollar is a sim.
Dolphins in the lake.
Unable to suspend enlightenment.
Butter on the pancake.
Beef on the grill.
Stereo in the madness.
Time to get some rare items.
Nitrogen in the monoxide.
Stop saying nitrogen in the monoxide.
No.
Pandas in the jungle.
Burning me potties.
Leopards in the wildlife.
Blueberries in the forest.
Dices in the board.
Steam in the engine.
Applause in the crowd.
Let's get some action.
1.25 is a decimal.
Camera in the photo. Polar bears in the glacier.
Go straight to the party.
Books in the library.
Polarity in the Geist.
Permission advised.
The slide.
Vacuum in the cleaner.
Shovels on the dirt.
Raspberries in the bush.
Basket from the trees.
Fire in the hole.
Magma in the dungeon.
Cup on the bench.
Rock you in the channel.
Trees in the forest.
Funk on the Brazilian. Team in the forest.
Cat in the cupboard.
Television on the table. Rice on the grill.
Cold in the forest.
Acid through the wall.
Flush in the toilet.
Tea in the mug. Remote in the sofa.
I've got the time.
Boxes in the attic.
Curry in the stove.
Football in the field.
Bonuses in the treasure chest.
Weather predicted.
Base after the base.
Light! By the darkness! Coins for sale.
Chickens in the farm.
Pistachios in the flavor.
Bits from the device.
Acid in the factory.
Tennis in the racket.
Scissors in the drawer.
Birds under the sea.
Eggs in the basket.
Pickle in the jar.
Flower in the plains.
You're in the zone.
Energy in the area.
Bass in the music.
Power in the trip.
1.5 is a decimal.
Files on the PC.
News of the lands.
Honeycomb in the honey.
Fountain in the cup.
Hyenas in the jungle.
Paper in the cave.
Horse in the race.
Bicycle in the stairs.
Motorcycle in my home.
Ruckus in the room.
On the ground.
iPhone in the car.
iPhone in the car.
The neighbor next door.
Salt from the spice. Chamber in the chips.
Cows on hill.
Skateboards in the house.
Oil in the fuel.
Stove on the table.
As
Playing this land.
Art in the ball.
James Madison is a U.S. president.
Earth on the ground.
Box in the kitchen.
Defender of the innocent.
wire in the metal. Laws on the Brazil.
Parrot in the forest.
Hot peppers in the refrigerator.
Lock on the door.
Air in the sky. Nerves are on edge.
Pollen through the nose.
Box of rocks.
Snakes in the forest.
Traffic in the light.
Squish of the mallow.
Guts and glory!
Blast in the processing.
Wind from the landscape.
Men in the bunker.
Flutter in the funk.
Player beware.
2 is a number.
Fly in my home.
Broth in the soup.
Rap battle in the studio.
Roast from the barbecue.
Electro the Big Bandit.
Nature on the
People hair so bad.
Lava my mouth.
Butter in the bread.
Fire in the world.
Snatching from storm. Wormy run the blicker.
magma in the building. Animals in the zoo.
2.25 is a decimal.
Hexagon in the forest.
Fathers with the build. Bloods in the dirt. iPad from the teenagers. 2.5 is a decimal. Lemonade at the stand.
Auroras in the sky. Magmatic in the sanctuary.
Pressure in the volcano.
Cake ball in my face.
Warren in the valley.
Platinum in the adventure.
Time to eat food.
Fan on the ceiling.
Raccoons in the garbage can.
Cards of the solitaire. Check in the mate. Burger from the McDonald's. Buttons on the shirt.
Lotion on the floor.
Sand on the beach!
Orange in the juice.
Hammers in the toolbox. Efforts to the trash.
Peanut in the butter.
Porcupine on your head.
Watermelon in the tropical.
Pants in the wardrobe.
In the volcano.
Mountain Dew bottle on the bench.
Aardvarks in the camp.
Countries at the continent.
Battery in the technology.
Umbrella in the rainstorm.
Tigers in the wild.
Poppy in the box. Blueberry gold in the berries. The soggiest web orange in the twice gold in the.
The lemon is too sour.
Nation of the past.
Jared Slade. Scar on my face. Robots in the lab. Depression ended my life.
Grimace of the birthday shake.
Ogre in the swamp.
Zombies at the abandoned village.
Snickers in the bar.
Cactus in the dessert.
The meat is overcooked.
I not found.
Twix in the bar. Mand MS in the bag. Kit Kat in the break.
Smell in your lungs. Murder in the industry. Challenge pound.
My brain is flashing. Tumbleweeds in the movie.
Yoga ball in the yoga carpet.
UFO saucer on the Mars.
Meerkats in the forest.
Trucks on the highway.
Nails in the wall.
Dust in the drought.
Pages on the book.
Comments on the stream.
Radios within the music.
Blur in your vision.
Seals in the glacier.
Capybaras from the orange.
Chainsaw on the tree.
Fly traps in the house.
Drill on the floor. Hook on the bridge.
Geckos from the lizards.
Falcons in the tree.
Kiwi in the fruit.
Antelopes in the farm.
Walruses in the glacier.
Iguanas from the lizards.
Keys in the locker.
Platypus in the lake.
Rabbit in the hole.
Laser on the pointer.
Lollipop on a stick.
Moles in the cave.
Calcium in the water. Corn in the cob.
Chocolate in your factory.
Helicopter in the city.
Scooters in the park. Hammers in the toolbox.
Bricks in the wall.
Blood under the soil.
Scrap in the metal.
Germs in your body.
Airplane in the clouds.
Missile into your position.
Silicones in the rubber.
Gas from the smoke.
Mouse in the trap.
Slime in the tub.
Komodo dragons in the river.
Chemicals in the lab.
That's in the stop.
Salt on the food.
3D of a printer.
Sloths in the tree.
Echidna in the zoo.
Rent in the table.
Ants in the street.
Mongooses in the forest.
Wombats in the jungle.
Condors on the mountain.
Opossums in the forest.
Pomegranates in the kitchen.
Cockroaches in the basement.
Cages in the Rio. See what the business.
Shines in emotion.
Trash in the landfill. Opposite in the negative.
Shadow.
Submarine in the Challenger Deep.
Threat from the cosmos.
Censor on the content.
Doctors in the hospital.
Alert in the station.
Fox on the mountain. Campfire burning the trees.
Needles in the syringe.
Metal on the winter.
Bats in the cave.
Figs in the dish.
Bark from the tree.
Bird on the soil.
Bacteria from the microscope.
Bandages in the aid kit.
Oars in the rock.
Numbats in the jungle.
Background in the scene.
Tank in the street.
Digits in the calculator.
Lights flickering at night. Madness of the death.
Overheating in your computer.
Volcano in the tower. There a virus on the phone.
You have beat me. Mistake detected. Demons in the gateways. Falling in a pit of death, not life. Screaming at the horrors.
The bridge was broken.
The fog is coming.
No path for you to find.
Poison in the pit.
Dirt in the street.
Mist in the cave.
Earth on the glacier.
Liquid in the river. Rage in the quit. Lions in the field.
Setting sail on the boat.
Lasers in the machine.
Hello, I'm the maestro.
Name on the tag.
2.75 is a decimal.
Chaos within the darkness.
Husband in the hotel.
Sinking in quicksand. Disobedience found.
Vampire in the castle.
This in the Remy. The power of suggestion.
Hoglin in the fortress.
Game is over. Porque le vine there. Crentane on the body. Waste's gonna be worse.
Passive mobs went extinct.
Keep this interesting for me. I am God. I'm gonna get ya.
Player spawned in lava.
Miles Tails grows I got stabbed.
Last person on Earth. Referee has injured by explosion. Player died in hard war. The blood moon is rising. Ready for another round. Very noisy fireplace. Back to this pitch. Hide the sword. Smoking the school campus. All players 81 dozens old. The wings white. All with the little things. Strawberry gold. Light beans noch. Eat. Fate.
Mason packages at your door.
Mastodons in the Antarctica.
Cologne in the fashion.
Cork on the beer. Quesadilla with the fajita.
Crickets in the night.
Swords in the shield.
Pickaxe in the mines.
Thumbtack in the pin.
Food in the restaurant.
Nuggets in the meal.
Tissues in the box.
Gasoline in the station.
Eggs on the pan.
Avocados in the guacamole.
Mammoths in the Ice Age.
Peas in the beans.
Pine cones from the tree.
Squirrels in the forest.
Potato in the mash.
Snow on the mountain.
3 is the number.
Robots at the gate.
Pears in the fruit.
Arrows in the body.
The watered-down soda.
Crocodiles in the river.
Voice recordings in the studio.
Eagles in the cliff.
The horrors are in store.
Green turtles in the lake.
Crazy people found.
Radium infesting the area.
Thunderstorm in the forest.
Cars in the street.
Luck is a curse.
Candy in the floss.
One person in the void.
Kids at the kitchen.
On the road.
Chameleons from the lizards.
Wave me on the flag.
Frogs in the pond.
Tears in the face.
Bats on the sewer.
Deers in the mound.
Door opened. Koalas in Australia.
First played on the DVD.
Badgers in the forest. Chicken in the jockey.
Enemy remaining.
Hamster on the floor.
Bees in the hive.
Moose in the farm.
Arms are enough guns.
Crows in the branch.
Horntail in the cave.
Worms on the zone.
It's at the basement.
Skunks in the spray.
Dominated humiliation.
Magma in the bound.
Zogo in the text.
Slaughter in the house.
Revenge to the gods. Ally defeated. Blood in the battle.
Maurice in the level.
A horrific appearance. The only terrifying demon.
Fidelity in the waves.
Spider on my face.
Cyber in the chaos.
Chopped it through the blade.
Coca-Cola espuma. Pepsi-Cola espuma.
Demon in the nether.
Water in the flame.
Rub in the top. Research of the organism.
Dumbbell inside the gym.
Destroyers have arrived.
Eat the bland paradise banana.
Knives.
Plastic from the aesthetic.
Aliens are watching.
Knives in the oven.
Marshmallows roasted near the campfire.
Nitrogen in the air.
Forks in the microwave.
Shampoos from the tub.
Virus in the system. Void for the abyss.
Igneous rock from the magma feed.
Amber in the divinity.
Celerity in the systems.
Power went out. Acid in the chemical.
Digital in the descent. Archfiend's gentleness.
Light from the sun. Father in the store. Baby on the plane. Grandfather at the hospital. Son in the school. Uncle at the hotel. Brothers in the city. Boy cousins at the theater. Nephews in the TV. Grandson on the train. Great-grandfather at the coffin. Granduncle at the church. Brother-in-law at the bathroom. Son-in-law at the jail. Father-in-law at the basement. Grandfather-in-law at the car. Great-great-grandfather at the ceasefire. Grandchild at the western. Ancestor at the pizzeria. Patriarch at the military. Materfamilias at the paradox.
Ruby of the gods.
Pearl of the gods. Gold of the gods. Emerald of the gods. Diamond of the gods. The ribeye of the infinity gods.
Ender in the dragon.
Dragons on the skyscraper.
Horns everywhere on the archvines. Monster of the trucks.
Worms in the skin.
Chicken in the cutlets.
The Tower of Infinity.
Refraction from the sunlight.
See as a letter.
The final boss is arriving now. The silence is starting now. The world was 99% crimson.
He'll just win in the raid.
Blood crawling in Victoria logo. Somos un libro, señor.
Unable to detect alien activity.
Pollution has radioactive detection. Unable to detect the radioactive pollution.
Infinite and forced glee.
I hunger. The grave has been destroyed. You die. The shadows shall smite you.
The house will be eliminated.
Leave on the wasteland.
Fully regretting everything. Ice freezing this creator. Unable to duplicate my eyes.
Unable to plant sapling. Any responsibilities are only yours. Affliction from the devils.
The hydraulics are under attack. The power of the fallen. The gates to abyss. Hypothermia in the blizzard. Continuous digression.
To fire good look into forest.
The rocks for the cosmetics of people are broken.
No destroying this house!
The lemonade from the stand is too expensive.
Presence on the brink of dawn.
Dynamic in the Nagasari.
Snowstorm below the wind.
Omega in the valid.
Devils in the entrance.
Spring has ended.
Miasma from the factual.
The tiger sharks are most harmful. Fishes are in the smallest aquarium with liquid hope for the destitute youth.
Steam engine in the dirty locomotive.
This day wasn't good after all.
Your permission is unfinished.
Person burning up because of the heater.
Getting cool every Christmas. Dozens of time to waste. The weather forecast has discovered a hurricane.
The area is now chaotic.
Weak people unable to exercise. That's the worst news I've always overheard in the extended period. Horrors on my paper.
Awe-inspiring stone effigies to behold.
Neighbors in the sewer. We lost the upcoming battle.
Breathing more polluted oxygen.
High-speed winds ruining nature.
Giant lava in the largest volcano on Earth.
This lemonade is the worst one that I have ever tasted in my life.
Pressure to the heavy dumbbell.
Carbon monoxide poisoning vitals.
Fan giving you an icy wind. Poison soil biscuits. Beaches with megalodons.
Manifest has begun.
Flash of ethereal brilliance. Disneyland is now closed. Movie Man in the house. Flowing blood out of your body. Abandonation in the Forbidden Isle.
Help from the void.
Hornets flock to Death Valley.
Clouds blocking your view.
Graham in the number.
Demons in pain. Summer vacation for them.
Unable to restore peace.
The magic isn't unknown anymore.
Dark matter in the universe.
Angels fallen from gateways.
Hellscapes in the limbo.
Pain for your death.
Heartburn, but even exhaustion.
The archaeological evidence for the Death Note.
Ascension denied.
Meaning of death.
The harmful wolves are rabid.
Feeding the pigeons with poison.
Grapes in the poison ivy.
Soup's rotten.
Problems has been failed.
Rye flavored biscuits in a plate. Rye flavored biscuits in a plate. Rye flavored biscuits in a plate.
The slice of a sacrifice.
Decorations of ships are unseen.
Dogs all ain't suffering.
The sharks can
Kill you.
It's a starving for precious loot.
Water bottle!
The steam engine is not working.
Unable to report the medic.
Your permission failed.
Wildfire in the camping site!
Wildfire from the charcoal.
You won't kill much with that old thing. Severe weather alert.
I will not let you exercise in the gym with me.
The dark times will always come.
Tearing on the paper. Knee brisket broken. Shields shall be splintered.
Breathing some dirty fuels.
This summer is too hot.
This lemonade tastes disgusting.
Pressure to the heart.
The orange vitamins are poisonous.
Uncanniness breaking the stage.
Ragged plushies are in the darkness store.
Unable to discover electricity by lightning.
Enemy acquaintanced.
Firing the Nerf guns rapidly.
Kids in the amusement park.
Mess in the house.
Unable to update.
Step this banana peel.
Knives in the coffin.
Antivirus deactivated.
Statues broken.
Tunnel for the Scarlet Netherworld.
Great-grandmothers locked out of the castle.
Aunt poisoned at the restaurant. Daughters were abused.
Grandmothers died.
Aldous Full. Mother has suffered.
Orbit in the eclipse.
The surgery is harming. Sweet.
With diabetes.
Pentagrams in the church.
Unparadised like in the film.
Theory confirmed wrong.
Abundance from the old olive universe. Abundance from the old olive universe. Forgive from the domain. Forgive from the domain.
The journey ends here. The journey ends here.
Riches to rags. Rotten fruits in the trash bin. Never-ending consequences.
Cave
spiders in the abandoned mineshaft.
Permafrost from the tally. Dark rings on the Neptune.
It's too dangerous.
Run fruit punch in the broken blender. It's just ham!
Tripping on the lush.
Blood on my suit.
Unknowing to seeing this.
Family in front of a nuke. The mama has been running out of pizza ingredients.
The cinnamon roll is expired. Pancakes are even heated.
Your tail ends here. Emeralds got scammed.
Dissension counted.
Popcorn is expired.
You don't have a reason to live. Pigs being cooked.
Rabid dogs in the wild.
More garnets made of cosmetic.
Pigeons pooping in the beach. Toy box destroyed.
Ramen is rotten.
Ramen hoist in the cave slab.
Expired cucumbers in the dirty shopping bag.
Seagulls got shot. Spilling the ink from the pen. Blackberries are turning red.
Pelicans attacking you.
Aggressive peacocks attacking humans. Mold maple in the spoiled syrup. Dead coral reefs in the deadly underwater. Eating salmonella sushis contaminated with bacteria.
Raw shrimp smelled with ammonia.
Acorn in the toxicity. Giant moas in the dry desert.
Plants covering the house.
0 and 5 have gone now.
This wish well is deceptive.
The earth has exploded. Bad days and dreams.
Games destroyed.
All doors on lockdown. 1,000-year reign of blood. One is gone now. Poison cookie.
A slice of death.
Forecastle upon from the ocean. Iceberg around the Titanic. Legs consuming each other.
The geometries has destroyed the dash.
Thanks for this too. Stuck in the fish as well. Men died in the plank. Water for Allen, this creator. Steak is burned on barbecue. Steam engine exploding in the area. It'll be fun, they said.
$1.25 wasted.
Items taken without permission. Falling down the playground.
The basket is broken.
The animal here is a grizzly bear. Fire landman. Throwing coal at the house.
Acid on your fingers.
Waste of your time. Hailings from the weather.
Pollution in the air.
The dark is inside.
Black out in the void. Black out in the void. Area to be eliminated. Running out of it. The rumors were true after all. Paper cuts on your finger. Data from the landslide. The data was killed.
Hold on.
This is gonna make a mess.
Go ahead, King.
This is gonna make a mess.
Easy.
Oh no. Our table is broken. Darkness upon my shield. Smoke in the air.
Nose scratched.
Everything above the white land. Lava burning your esophagus. Lava burning your esophagus. Lava melting the land.
This lemonade has been poisoned. Dirt on the ground.
Starting all over again.
Sanity depleted.
My roast is ruined.
The volcano is erupting.
Or affecting your kidneys. Saw blades on the roof. The McDonald's burger was filled with hot sauce. This has turned to cinder!
And a fist in my face.
Super volcano destroying the region.
Volcanic eruption burning the city.
Campsite has never discovery yet. Challenge failed.
Yoga stretch breaking your bones. Wild meerkats attacking you. Pounding nails in your head.
Pages lost. Broken radios without the music.
Distort in your vision.
Leopard seals attacking people. Breaking the drills. Hook latch was damaged, and the bridge was broken. Leopard geckos attacking humans. Falcons attacking people. Kiwi fruits left rot. Antelopes got murdered. Walrus is attacking humans. Trash in the locker.
Lollipop on the ground.
The brownies were abandoned. The flower pot has been destroyed.
Danger in your position.
King Slime has awoken. The name tag stabbing you. 2, 7, and 5 has gone now. Infestation in the abandoned hotel.
This quicksand rapidly buries and kills you. The devil tortures you for your disobedience. Jeffrey criticizes you.
The scariest evil ever. The gases mobs don't exist, you know. Chaos. Players spawned in the sun. Everyone died on Earth. The player died in the scariest possible game. This round was so creepy.
Spikes in the trap. Release me from my prison. Insolent whelps. The ritual is now complete. By fire be purged. World of the dead. Lord of hell. The Lord of hell. Drink of my vengeance. Justice of the grave. Souls for the feast. Witness my wrath. Keeper of the damned. Pits of fire. Fear in your eye. Blood will flow. Hellfire to all mankind.
Carving on the pumpkin.
Call off the void.
Ghosts in the haunted house.
Harsh fiends under dragon. I will be your nightmare. Flee for your lives. Surrender to the night.
The curse upon you. Hide the truth, Jewel.
Jump scare at the lobby.
Always little toys to play with. Tell Tinder Vassal in the laptop. Frightening and intense is nice. Hide and seek is a horror song. Human nature is not sincere. No one here ever has mercy. Do you want to play with me? You can't run, kid. Spirits of the hell. Shall we begin? You would of edge. Corruption in a chaos. So many souls to corrupt. The fire is your fate. You lost all of your chances.
Nightmare class.
Oxygen toxicity obtained. Unable to obtain oxygen toxicity. I hear the dead calling your name. Drinking fresh water in front of the poor children. Heater burning your PJs. This area is a living hell. Rock sculpture falling on the creator, breaking his ribs. Gentle breeze doesn't exist, you know. Lightning as loud as the Krakatoa volcano eruption. Who would want to love that stupid enemy?
Disneyland has killed 65 people from 1971 to 2025.
Straight up chaotic behavior in the house. The more blood that flows out of your body, the more your skin gets more paler and paler.
We'll see about solid trauma.
This outfit breaks from the world. Abandoning summer break. The necromancy is scary, I know.
That's what water's at! Fire burns them down!
Rock for the guns.
Tsunami in the summer.
Dying in the house. The banana is water.
Elders dying of cancer. Mother having a mental breakdown.
Doctor failed the procedure.
Gospels do not exist.
The imaginary observations are dead.
The Milky Way from the galaxy has been destroyed.
The pre-land has been demolished. The gold and the diamond have been smashed into pieces.
Your possibilities have ran out.
The ice was melted from the landers.
Adventure begins now.
The punch from the blender is poison!
Poison in the sandwich!
When you lay in the wrong rush, you die and suffer.
Brave the unknown. Unable to stand, man. Mama trapped in a burning box! No one has ever lived.
Descending to hell.
Dogs killed people. Dishes killed. Wishes do come false. Evil days and nightmares. Tree on the electrical wires.
And the puppy games in your hand.
The wall is broken and the door fall down. The ice and the snow is melted. Your soup can has rotten. -1 is a negative number. Planet of age and expire.
A slice of danger.
Ducks are dead and they are squished. Starts eating your face. The fish is able to live the acid sea. Water from the unknown. Grill broken down. Smoke in the city. Pain with no mercy. Permission denied. Fire burning the earth. Burning coal in the wildfire forest. The track of time is off. Volcano eruption predicted. Darkness during the eclipse. It is going cold.
Negative energy infecting the creator.
Got a death wish. Paper shredded. The village has been exploded. Flee before my might! Poisonous air in the skies. Blowing this man away.
Lava burns a city.
The lemonade is too sour and rotten.
Too much pressure in the volcano.
The hell is poison foreign. Before you eat poison. Utmost anger that controls your mind. The city has been burned by volcanic eruption. This mountain is completely being flooded.
There is no such thing as angles.
Website with a virus in it. Store what to use. Challenge lost. You saw a Spanish dolphin in the pool.
Dirty on the power line.
Mom cancelled. The banana is all The knife stabbed this person into slices. The virus has took over the system. Dinosaur in the cave. Light burning the eyes of the innocent. Father killed in the store. Baby fell off the plane. Your water will never be purified again. Nothing can stop this wildfire, you know. Because of the area not being filled up, it's submerged in the water and pickled tunnels. You don't have enough rocks to fix your broken tools. This summer is way too hot to withstand. Dangerous hand exhibition. Your hand tastes worse than glass. If I get 12 in the middle, stop persuading me. I've spoken to friend. Let's waste all the time. This area is too dangerous. I was always that's broken for broken hours. They got the air and lift the paper. It's so useless. What can make him take the inside the continent? United States for 114 states. Murdering the people and the family. Zombies overground. Infections on your body. You better go different like you. Go inside your brain. Even from the summer vacation reboot. That keeping your force with fire and gold. Nobody gets to be rich anymore.
Endless hopelessness.
Nasty dread. I have squashed you like a bug. We all knew you were a spy.
Descending to the Earth's core.
Your life is worth nothing.
Many Vinesauce died if you're playing games.
Dreams are nightmares.
Wood and steel pole smashes houses.
The worst game ever.
Broken door in my stomach. Ice and snow freezing this people.
The soup was raw to the point that it was solid.
There's no such thing as numbers.
Cookies rotten.
Light sharks tearing up your body.
1,000 different machine damage click.
What around? It's never recovered from this.
Cool cracking your teeth.
I've got no time to spare.
The weather got a radioactive rain, volcanic eruption, and very cold snowflakes.
This area will be ours.
Energy running away from devils. The monsters are attacking the lands. Paper slices you in half.
A colossal boulder crushing the city.
Neighborhood demolition start.
Evil always returns.
Hurricane storming the world.
The sourest lemonade ever.
The volcanic pressure is way too high.
The Donald Trump is creator. Before you talking, sun burning your eyes, as with no pleasure at all.
The sea is drying up just because of all rain animals of the sea.
Satellites turn to your minds. Lollipop on your head. Chocolate factory ruined. Block making you dirty in the soil.
Marshall landing and show your house.
Slime discover your dead.
Age is a number.
The families from hell.
The desert has mixed with a spoon.
The bloodshed from darkness.
Blizzard suffocating heat with the acrid scent of decay.
Thunder's breath unearthed the terror of electric towns. Enemy betrayed. Children devoured in the gnarled trees, dwelling within the hollow of the decay. Crimson bicker drips in the morbid testament of life. People do not paradox exist. Mother's Day is canceled. Moon is now your cheese. Doctors cutting your teeth. And syrup the creepy creatures. Going on a dangerous path. Stock market crash. Diamonds found within burning you. Rings in use due to toxic investigations. Found your throat. Full of deadly
this by slaying. And let it yield its way. You will never see what you just see. Mama was found panting. Even the aged, expired, rotten, and contaminated pepperoni pizza. Turns out very talented. Ascension unknown. The universe is meaningless. Adults in the wild. Pigeons in the birdcage. Freezing the sauce. Your wish isn't my command. Jail for a century. Jump off the pirate ship on a board. The game is finished. Battle of God, you are flattered. I said so melted my soul. Soup is expired. 1 day of peace wasted. Eating the contaminated oatmeal raisin protein. Knife slicing this man into pieces. Pirate ship breaking a small boat. The ducks are extremely aggressive and should not be approached. Packs of sharks tearing the scuba diver into shreds. The steam was boiling out. It was never fun to begin with. Your permission was strict forever. Forever the shore. Coal miners suffering. There is no more time left. The broadcast is showing that the world is going to end. Paper, airplanes, and your eyeballs. Both going to fall in a quantum. All people which are sexually deformed will wonder. The defender have torn this person up. One let us bullshit traditional. Say no malice against the planet. Lava killing the person in the torture device. This one has been trying to unlock those chemicals. Volcanic pressure is too large. Saw blades slicing your fingers. Laying on the bed nails, the torment on prisons, traps unexpected for humans. Laying on a hard prison bed, having horrible dreams, sleeping on the wooden floor, permanent nightmares, sleeping deprivations, fate beyond the death, awoken and buried alive, fate in the nightmares, sleep in the paralysis, and dead on afterlife. Zombies rising out of the graves, everyone hates you. Lacerations on your body. It's 0 minutes until midnight. The global apocalypse has started. Re-mutations on humans. The virus is on that side. Burning alive on the acid. Forge on the crimson sky. Howling and fang. Conan incomprehensible. Isolated and devoid. They are not incomparable to you. Those of the unknown origins. You're the one who deserves to suffer. The one that the original victims are coming to you. I've seen the world die faster than this. Only distress. Locals have gone backward. Everlasting restrictions. There's nothing to save. fuck. Exterminator. Exterminator. Little birds on the shore. I'm sorry, wasting her shoes. Omnes pulmenti possunt nunc potidi. Sapiat crastularum in tetraidria. Naves destruuntur in flumen infinitum. Aqua omnia submersa. Omnes coactions consequentiae, civite signes, qui posse durant. Tempus glacialem, regio delitast. Susca cum newspaper, saxum conterant terram. Defensor tuus contra te vertit. Aeris polvere, vetiut turbo omnia mundo. Walang pandemyang global necessit, ancipitia aureus venena habent, ingenium tantum habit. Ever hit shark system on your blood? Piping hot water boiling you alive. Wildfire in the forest. Million TNTs explode in your area. Tornado shutting you into your demise. Forbidden to tell the folktale. Contaminated waters causing extinction. Wildfires burning all life on Earth. Wildfires burning all life on Earth. The territory has been nuked. I've heard that you are a criminal from the news. The comet has crushed everything. Go defend yourselves, because I'm not going to. Cold gales freezing the earth. Bottles full of lemonade causing pollution and wildfires. Boron supplements making humanity cease to live. Oreos setting ablaze my throat. Rioting throughout the country.
Massive rocks destroying houses. A typhoon blows everything out of the entire galaxy.
Xanda in the Panda.
Presents under the tree.
Coal in the stocking.
Turkey on the plate.
Spooky season arrives.
Ice on the street. Heat in the desert.
S-Dogs in the house.
S-Dogs has become a demon.
S-Dogs grabbed an axe and killed your friends.
Air in the clouds. Wind in the ocean.
Light from the moon. Fish in the river.
Silence in the desert.
Flower on the grass.
Thunder in the sky.
Storm in the ocean.
Heat from the sun.
Reflection from the sun.
Silence in space.
Rock on the beach. Darkness in the dungeon.
Noise in the forest. Snow in the forest.
Computer in the office.
Radiation from Mercury.
Heat in Venus.
Live in the earth.
Astronaut on the moon.
Light from Mars.
Hurricane on Jupiter.
Rocks from Saturn.
Ice on Uranus.
Water in Neptune.
Cold from the Pluto.
Rain in the jungle. Hunter in the cave.
Reflection of the moon.
Gold and stone.
Run in the speed.
Lumberjack in the forest.
Burglar in the house. There is ore in the mine.
Rainbow in the panorama.
Relaxing at night.
Galaxy on the ceiling.
Digital art in the museum.
Wildfires will burn you.
Master of the soccer?
The nature is so beautiful.
Sword in the castle.
Magma in the ground.
Robots on the road.
Light from the green.
Snake in the bedroom.
Flower in the pod.
Vodka na stole.
Zone cleared.
Ghosts in the ruins.
Fog in the forest. Laughter in the prison.
River over the bridge.
Rock on the trail.
Flame in the tunnel.
I'm able to regret everything.
Moon in the night sky.
Jesus in the clouds.
Spirits in Utopia.
Stars in space. Goddess of divinity.
Objective completed.
Puppy on your lap.
Kittens on the bed.
Smurf in the cat. Currency in the combat.
Butterflies in the flowers.
Inside in the out.
Stuck in a tree.
Ninja for the month.
Things gets in neutral.
This is normal.
Energy in the pipes. Getting a bit worried. Cat scratching the couch.
Feel the wrath of the dead.
The end of humanity.
Centuries of lamentation. Flee from the way. Block on the circle.
Burn you the triangle in the ocean.
Even in the negative.
Air detected.
Unable to detect air.
Earth observed. Leaf on the grass.
Abandoned ship.
The shadows from the grave.
House in the freedom. Ice in the freezer.
Clouds in the sky.
Adventure away.
Living to tell the tale.
Fine in the sauce.
Soup in a can.
Cooker in the jar.
Ship on the river.
Duck from the pond.
Geometry on the dash.
Forks in the ocean.
Fish in the sea. Memes on the internet.
Water on the hill.
Steaming TNG.
Liz got some acting.
Permission advised.
Animal in the grass.
Fire in the hall.
Calling the forest.
I've got the time.
What to be dictated.
Night by the darkness.
Calling for same.
Blitz from device.
Area confirmed.
Energy in the air. New of day lands. Paper in the can.
Unable to confirm area.
Rock on the ground.
Defender of the innocent.
Air.
Wind from the landscape.
Wind in the bunker. Fly in my home. Electro in the dynamic. Nature on the tree.
Magma in the building.
Lemonade that test stand. Pressure in the volcano.
Moron in the valley.
Fan on the ceiling. Sand on the beach.
Anger in my face. Lava in the volcano. Sight not found.
Lightning on the road.
Enemy remaining.
Kids at the basement. Slaughter in the house. Blood in the bath.
Water on the shelf.
Fire in the halls. Area confirmed.
Rock on ground.
Winds in the landscape.
Lightning on the road. Enemy remaining. Kids at the basement.
Slaughter in the house.
What the hell hey? Fire in the house. Area confirmed. Rock on the ground. Wind from the landscape. Lightning on the road. Enemy remaining. Kids at the basement. Slaughter in the house. Blood in the
Air detected. Oxygen. No.
Darkness from the tomb.
Here in the Luna.
Silver River in the moonlight.
Yellow in the jewel.
Boundless prospects.
Frost in the coastline.
After expects.
Belona sausage from the burning now!
You've been stated an advancement.
And applies this.
By conscient
Mother in a carton.
In the lake. Light in the crater.
Position confirmed.
Notebook in the mines.
Flabam the duck.
Breeze from the panorama.
Grace on the desert!
Bones in my sapling.
One rival is left. Hands are enough weapons.
Children in my base.
Murder inside the hole.
Organs in the breast to
Consume the brown part of this potassium.
bug in the side.
Like submerging this maker! So fine on doctor!
Stone from the avalanche. Tornado on the right. Flood atop the rise.
Burning side. Confirmed zone. Down!
Breathe from sea.
Fire on the hill! Water in the hole! Confirmed area.
On the ground.
And
from the landscape.
Beats on my headphones.
Horns on my forehead.
Symbol on my head.
Bucket on my noggin.
Fun time with us.
Boah. Alle Länder außer mir und Island werden von einer Hühnerapokalypse heimgesucht. Lasst uns ein Erfrischungsgetränk, etwas Popcorn, Snacks und Essen holen.
More coming soon.
Users are lazy to make more lobotomies.